Hello, human people. Today I am doing a speed build. The fun thing about speed builds is they actually take 5 hours. At least for me, they do. I spend a lot of time decorating. I really need to spend a lot more time on my floor plan. As you can see, the one here is not very good. It's like 2 floors of open plan, which I do like for a small build like this. And then the only separate rooms are the bathrooms. There's like a single bathroom downstairs and a master bathroom upstairs. This one also has a lot of outdoor space, which I really enjoy. I was going for a cute Fairytale Cottage. This is what it was before. So we got it all cleaned up so we can build. What do we think this lot is supposed to be in Paralives? Obviously, it's like an abandoned construction site. It looks like the beginnings of a house to me, but it could be like a shop or something. I don't know. In my mind, it was somebody's dream house that they couldn't afford, which is really sad because it's a tiny little lot, honestly. But here I am turning it into an actual dream home for my little fairy para. I got some custom content wings for her, which are so cute. I am whimsical and chaotic. I love the idea of a completely realistic, like, forever world where you have perfect stories for every single townie and everything. And maybe I will do that. I'm trying, but I tend to go for a wide variety of crazy funky things like this. So I guess we'll keep it fresh. We'll try some new things and maybe we'll do a little bit of the more realistic things too. I just see like the custom content wings on Steam and I'm like, I want that. And then I see the little like fairy ears and elf ears. I'm like, I want that too. But then I love to watch videos where everything is so aesthetic in the forever world. Everything is like color-coded. All the houses have the same fences. And I think it's really cute. I want to do that too, where you kind of overhaul the whole world to fit a certain design. That sounds a little weird, honestly. That sounds a little dystopian, but actually it's cute. I promise. That is a longer project though, for sure. That's why they call it a forever world, because it takes forever. A lot longer than a 5-hour speed build. This actually did not take me 5 hours. It took me like 2 hours. And I think you can tell this is not a 5-hour build. I think it would be a little bit nicer if it took me 5 hours. I think my next build is going to be a little bit bigger. I'm gonna do the Barbie Dream House, which I've already done one pass at, and I tried to use the curved walls again, and I really want to do like a curved wall tower, and maybe I need to watch tutorials on that because they would never be a perfect circle, which was really annoying. I love these vines here, and I love all of the plants and flowers available here on Paralives. Like, the Sims 4 base game does not have cute vines like this. I don't think they have any vines at all. And then, like, Get Together and Vampires have some vines, which can be good. I think some of the other packs have vines. But I love a viney exterior on a little cottage. And I'm really excited about the like landscaping options on Paralives. I don't think I'm the greatest landscaper. I tend to maximalize things until I think it looks cute. And I do think this is looking pretty cute. I also tend to stick to one color palette for each build. Honestly, I do that when giving Sims or Paras makeovers too. I'll pick a color or a couple colors that I like for them. For this build, obviously, I'm doing pink and green. I think pink and green are like the classic fairy colors, honestly. And I think that the outside of this build looks kind of like mossy stones, which I think is cute and goes well with the flowers. Is the color palette thing normal? Like, do you guys do that too? Or am I just not creative enough? I just feel like in order for things to match well, I need to pick a couple colors and then do everything else neutrals. I would like to do a super colorful design at some point. In The Sims, sometimes I would do houses with like the really eccentric decor. Like I'd put in the like little telephone box and the little flamingos on the inside of the house. And I think that's cute too. I don't know what other people are doing. I know with The Sims, it could get pretty eccentric. Gnomes everywhere in The Sims. Or maybe this is too much pink and green. Maybe it's too colorful. I know a lot of people prefer neutrals, and that can look really nice too. Maybe I'll do a really similar build, but I'll do everything neutral and then a couple little accent colors. I am happy with how this kitchen turned out. I like the little coffee bar that I'm putting in here with the cabinets. The Paralives like build tools are next level. Like you could see, I could squish the little table in there to make it the perfect size for the coffee bar. And that should be a usable table too. Though I think that stool is actually another table, so maybe it's not usable. Maybe I need an actual chair. But the little wooden log is cute. I also love a zebra skin rug, not a real zebra, a fake zebra. This build is not play tested. I will play test it before I upload it to Steam. I also want to do a little bit more to the backyard before I upload it to Steam. I just haven't quite decided what I want to do to the backyard. I added some beautiful wildflowers back there. I added a deck too. Like I said, this build has a lot of outdoor space, which I enjoy. I just want to make it usable space because the house itself is so small. I wish we already had pools because that would be perfect. But let me know if you have any ideas on what I could put back there. I could maybe do one of the little wishing wells, or I could do an outdoor seating area. Maybe I'll put like a cute little table and chairs for outdoor picnics and stuff. I think that would be cute. Or maybe I could do like a little painting area with an easel. I wish that they had gardening beds already for like farming. That's one of my favorite things to do in The Sims, but I also really enjoy the painting career on The Sims, and that is not something I have explored in Paralives yet, which is honestly really surprising. I need to get on that and see what they can paint. I know that you can sell paintings, but I wonder if you can put them in the museum as well. That would be super cool. And I really want to test that out. I'm sure it's been tested already, but I'm not in the loop. I'm not playing Paralives for like 10 hours a day. I'm just playing it after work for fun to relax. So it'll be a while before I'm an expert. That's for sure. I am also one of those people who spends most of her time decorating paras or sims or building and decorating and remodeling houses rather than actually playing the game. But I did spend some time the other day doing some mushroom gathering and doing some of the little job options on their like bulletin board, which is fun. I also am obsessed with their little coffee shops. I guess it's just the one coffee shop, but it's so cute. And the museum, I love the museum. I love the like ruins by the museum, and they have the little like outline of what it used to be. If you've seen that, you know. It's super cool, and it's such a cool detail for their world in Paralives. You can tell that they put so much thought and effort into the game to put all the little details in. Honestly, sometimes too many details. I don't know if anybody else has noticed the skeletons around town. Honestly, it makes it more my kind of a game. I like a little bit of spooky creepy with my whimsical and cute. But, like, what happened to those guys? What are they doing there? I need answers. I also like that Paralives gives you the option of placing your own skeletons. They're just in the decor. Are they theoretically just Halloween decor? Sure, I'm sure. They are definitely not real skeletons, and they definitely will not be used for any nefarious purposes, ever, I'm sure. As you can see here, I am giving this top balcony deck area some seating. It also has some nice shade cover. I put in a grill. Honestly, I don't know what goes on decks besides like porch swings and outdoor furniture. I also gave it a lower deck in the back here, which unfortunately did not fully get filmed. I don't know what happened. It just cuts off before I put like the fencing in. It's not a big deal. I am going to spruce it up a little bit more before I put it on Steam anyways. So it might be a couple days before it gets uploaded to Steam, but it will be there. And here is the finished look. I think it's pretty cute. I think it turned out pretty well. I'm definitely getting more the hang of the Paralives build tools, and hopefully I will be doing more speed builds in the future. So if you enjoyed this one, leave a comment, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Thank you.